Today we're going to be looking at how to add a weapon. So let's look at how to add a melee weapon. So we're going to copy the hand axe, and we're going to do an advanced copy. Here we're going to remove the generate dependencies. Let's rename hand_axe with machete. Everything's going to be renamed within this folder. We still have the original items, but everything should be named correctly. It's going to add some color here to make it a bit easier to find. So here we're going to be using the Apocalypse tools and going to be copying the machete folder into the new folder that we just created for the machete. So what we have to do now is add a root bond, as this isn't. The root bond's called machete. So we're just going to change the root, apply to asset, and that should be that done. Make sure you have saved this. Please remember that this, even though it does reflect inside the skeleton and the animations, is not actually updated and will not show the animations working correctly. I'm going to create a new animation here, and we need to navigate to the blueprints, animations, base sets, and then the item base sets. Let's find the machete skeleton, apply this, and let's move this to the folder that we're working in so we don't lose it. Now we need to create a new skeleton. The reason we're creating a new skeleton is the last skeleton will not actually have updated the changes we've made with the mesh editor. So since we've done this, we might as well just replace the existing animation blueprint that we just created with the new skeleton mesh. Save everything, and job done. So we just need to make an animation now. So we open up the skeleton mesh, hit record, select the folder that we want, and give it a name. As soon as we press OK, it's going to start recording. Just going to leave this here, and we'll worry about organizing this at another point in time. Excellent. Now, excellent. So now we have the animation, we have the root bone, and this is everything that we need to do to move the mesh when it's time. So it's going to open up the info config. Let's change the skeletal mesh. Let's give it a different name. We're not going to change any other features here. We'll even just leave the image alone on this one just for ease. Now the config, again, we'll change the machete. And then we add the animation blueprint that we've just created. Perfect, that's it in place. Let's drag this into the level, and let's just check we can interact with it properly. I'm going to move some start locations, just to make it a bit easier and a bit quicker for the testing. This is just me being lazy. Currently we're using the Unreal Engine 4 skeleton, so any changes that we want to make based on the location of the weapon have to be done on that profile for that skeleton, as we are using the the live rig retargeting. So it's a good start. We've interacted okay, but just being held in slightly the wrong position. So let's find the config for the character. So character select, blueprints, and here we go. So let's add in another weapon on the weapon offsets. It says per character. So if every different mesh that you have will need a different offset. So let's expand out the options and have a look. Nice thing about this is that this is handled in real time as we are updating the animation blueprint and we're using a data asset. So as you can see, we can actually position it at runtime, which is pretty handy. So quite smooth in figuring out where it is. Just need to pop in a wee rotation, make sure we're facing the right way. Okay, it's looking good. Not quite what we're after, but we can work with that. Well, let's change this around. Perfect. Now, that's the hip-based animations done. Now, press F8, get back to normal animations, and let's go to ADS. Now, the ADS is obviously a slightly different positioning, so we also have the offsets here that we can work with. Again, it's going to be roughly the same or similar numbers that we put in here. That's looking all right. Again, the wrong way round again. Perfect. Okay, let's go with that. Right, now, excellent. So we've not bothered doing holster positioning, but we can actually have a look at the hand offsets here, which are quite interesting. We can change the base location of the right hand or the left hand in the animation. So if you want to tweak it so the character's holding it slightly higher or slightly lower to the side, we can make sure that that happens and the animations will be additive to that position. Let's just make sure we save everything. Let's press F8 and get back to it. And now we have a fully functioning machete. Okay, so if you've liked what you've seen on this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Keep safe.